Hello and welcome to another cooking show with Senior Tater Cowgirl. Look at my lemons, my Meyer lemons. I just picked from my tree if you look at the tree, it doesn't even make a dent. I don't know. I have so many lemons I'm having to choose, but that's not our recipe today. I just wanted to show you. And I put them back here. There are many things to love in California, even if you don't like the government. But the climate, it's February, you know, my lemon tree has 3 growing cycles at the same time on the tree. I have blossoms, I have green lemons, and I have ripe lemons, so amazing. And I started working in the garden because since Tuesday I am retired. I have time now to actually do something at home and I love it. So far retirement is just a blessing. And today we are doing something, it's of my grandma's recipe, but of course whole plant-based, veganized. So we are doing Tyrolian Fakin Bacon Dumplings. That's what I call them. They're really good in taste, and you can use a lot of leftover bread and other stuff. So I think that's a good recipe for today. So let's get started. The first thing you need, and I put you a little down to see what I'm doing. Okay. The first thing you need is about 300 grams of dried bread. I have old sourdough bread, fat-free, and then I had these from Whole Foods, these kind of stuffing bread, also fat-free. So I like that. So we put in salt. I would say a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. Then we put in pepper. Maybe just a few, maybe an 1/8 teaspoon. And then we put in a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay. Then what we also need is soy milk. 250 grams of milliliter of soy milk. But from this soy milk I took 6 tablespoons away. So first I measured the soy milk and I took 6 tablespoons away. Added a tablespoon flaxseed meal and 2 tablespoons water, and you get this flaxegg, what they call it. You know, we need that because we don't use eggs in our Tyrolian dumplings, so we need a binding agent. So this is the flaxegg. See how jelly it is and wobbly. So you let it stand like 10 minutes and it gets that way. I did it before so that the video doesn't get too long. And this, the milk, I heat it up so that it is like, it's not hot, it's just warm, lukewarm I would say. And you pour that over the bread because the bread has to soak it up. We also pour 1 cup of that applesauce, unsweetened of course. It's also a egg replacing agent or oil replacing agent. Okay. And I need a spoon to put it out a little. And don't worry about the taste. You will not taste the applesauce in the bread. Okay. Okay. And now we are, the flaxegg we wait. Let it sit here. And now we are coming to the replacement for the bacon. And you can take either sourdough crumbles, or I have that light life sausage, which I will crumble up and put in the pan, together with, what is my stuff here? We water sauteed, so I have 2 cloves of garlic frozen, scallion, 2 scallions chopped, and some glazed onions which I had frozen. So I will put that in and let that thaw. Put a little bit of water in. Actually, we have a pot of garlic, you see that? Put that a little over. I have a pot of garlic soup here. See that here? Yeah. Put it here that you see it. This is garlic soup. Made with garlic better than bouillon, which we need for the dumplings, because we eat the dumplings in the soup. That's the traditional way to eat them, but you can eat them in tomato sauce or bolognese sauce or whatever. Okay, so we take a little bit of the garlic bouillon in here. There is water sauteed. This has to soak first. So we turn on the water for the soup a little bit later, because that bread has to soak first. Anyway, so now we put the sausage in, which I will crumble up, you know. This is sausage you can eat for breakfast. It's a like vegan plant sausage, you know. I like it. It has that sagey taste I like, and which also fits well in this Tyrolian dumpling. And I opened it for a breakfast, so I need to use it. I don't want to leave it too long in the fridge. So that's perfect today. So we just let it saute a little on medium. Put a little bit more soup in here. It's all through, so nothing is raw, so it really doesn't have to cook too long. I just want to make it crumbly enough to put it in the bread. Put a little bit more water in here. Put a little bit more water in here. Okay. See, it gets nice and crumbly. Just the onions. This will give a nice flavor to the dumplings. In the meantime, we can put the flaxseed in. Okay. And can actually also put in I check it on my laptop right now that I have the right amounts. 2 tablespoons flour and 1 tablespoon potato chips. starch. Alrighty then. 2 tablespoons flour. Where's my flour? Here. And these we might need to add more later, but it depends on the consistency of the dough. So for now we put in 2 tablespoons flour. Now I have to get in here to get the potato starch, which is rather, because I have to move you away here. You are on my kitchen next to the oven because you just see more that way and not just, let's see, here it is, Manischewitz potato starch. That's what I use. You could use cornstarch. If you have no potato starch, use cornstarch, no problem. Let me see if I get you in a way that you see everything. Okay. So 1 tablespoon cornstarch. I have that Manischewitz cornstarch. You find it in the kosher section of your supermarket. Yeah, I think so. I think every supermarket has it. Okay, and we are almost done here. Crumbling up that stuff. Browning it a little bit. We put about a cup of chopped parsley in the pan and let it brown with the sausage at the end. Gives it a nice flavor. I have it on medium. I don't want to do it too hot, you know. Looks nice already, nice and glazed. That's, you know, my grandma used bacon with it, or sometimes like hard, it's called landjaeger in Germany. It's like a little, like a salami sausage. She used those too and cut them in, ground them and put them in. So we, of course, we don't use meat. But this stuff really works. You can also use soy crumbles, or they have that, you know, ground plant crumbles. Anything you that way. I wouldn't use cauliflower in that. You know, for some things you can substitute with cauliflower and walnut, but in that dumpling it wouldn't work. Okay, let's put that in. Now it has to soak for at least 15 minutes. Let's put a little bit water in here. Get all the goodies out. Get all the goodies out. All the parsley, and I don't want to leave anything in the pan. So that's good stuff. If it gets too thin, we can always add more flour, but I don't think so. It will be just fine. Okay. And now we let it soak. Maybe toss it, I can turn it around a little bit, that it's all mixed up. But you have to let it soak, because that bread takes a while until it soaks up the liquid. About 15 minutes, I would say. And then I come back, and then we have the soup cooking, and then we will form the dumplings and go from there. See you in a while. We are back. Let me show you. The dough has become the consistency I want. Let me just get you right here. The soup is, oops, the soup, I'm sorry. Let's see if we get this straight here. The soup is boiling, so we put that on medium to reduce the boiling. What I forgot last time, you have to add 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. It doesn't matter if it's hickory like I have here or mesquite. Colgan, you get it at Walmart everywhere. You add a tablespoon liquid smoke to the dumpling dough, because this gives this unique smoky bacon flavor, you know. So please don't forget it like I did. Thank God I've remembered. So the dough, I show you, is really wet. It doesn't have to be a homogeneous you know, dough. You can see little bread sticks. I had to add a cup of boiling garlic broth to it, because I used that stuffing mix, which is obviously drier than usually. I only use leftover bread, but as I didn't have enough, I added that stuffing mix, and it seems to be drier than normal leftover bread. So I added a cup of boiling garlic broth. You have to, you know, figure it out on your own, but it has to be like this, you know. And I mixed it with my hands so that everything got nicely together. So what we do now is we get a bowl. You see it sticks to your hands, and that's not really nice to work with. So we get a bowl of hot water, which I do right now. Where I can, and I put it next to my just a bowl of hot water, where I will put my hands in every time I form a dumpling. So you see that? Yeah. So I put my hands in, take some bread out, form a dumpling, put it in the boiling soup. What you can do is you can do a test dumpling and wait. When the dumpling comes up, this means it's perfect. If it stays on the ground, it means it's too heavy, and you have to add a little bit more liquid. If it goes apart, you have to add a little bit more flour if it doesn't stay as a dumpling. This one looks perfect. It already swims. I call it swimming, when they swim on the surface with not lying on the ground. So we can proceed making dumplings. I go in my water. Make the dumplings, and you can make the size whatever you want. The dumplings will be done when they come off up on the surface. You know, you can see it when they start swimming and turning around. That's when they are done. These dumplings, we eat them. This is the traditional in the soup, so we make them right into the soup in the garlic broth. But you can eat them also when they're done. Take them out and eat them with sauerkraut. It's really, really good. Or any sauce, you know, mushroom gravy or sauce bolognese or whatever you are doing. Those dumplings fit just fine. They're fat-free and work. Everybody likes them. I don't know anybody who doesn't like bread dumplings. These are Tyrolian Fakin Bacon Dumplings, so that's a I did bread dumplings before, but without the Fakin bacon. So these are special dumplings. They invented in Tyrol, which is very close to where I live, but on the Austrian side of the Alps. I lived on the German side, Bavarian side of the Alps. See if we get one more in. So we have to heat up a little. It has to boil. And you see that the bread thing, so this is fine. If it looks like that, that's perfect. You want it to look like that. Yeah, it gets a little full in there. But we will try. Where's my spoon? Oh, my wooden spoon here. Just turn them around. Yeah, I think I have to wait. So I wait with the last two. I can make them later. I don't want it too crowded. I just form them and wait until the others are done, and then I put those in. Because we take one out to try, of course. It won't take that long, you can watch it. Wash my hands in the meantime. And we let that come up to a boil again. Plate in the meantime, and a ladle. Take that away. Don't forget the liquid smoke. That really is the thing that makes it kick. Okay. See it nice, it boils. Yeah, and they're up, see they're up on the surface. If I dip them, you see they dump down. So they're perfect. They're not falling apart. They're not lying like stones, rocks on the bottom, so they're perfect. So we let them simmer a little bit. I usually estimate 10 minutes, then they are done. You want it nice and fluffy. Let's try the soup a little bit, if we have to add something here. No, perfect. You can add a little Maggi if you want to make it spicier, but that garlic soup is so good that better than bouillon. You can take any vegan soup, but that one is just the best one, I think. Because the garlic flavor really complements that dumpling. No. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? I really enjoy retirement, I have to say. I'm working in the garden, you know. There's a lot to do right now. In California, everything starts to grow right now, so I have to plant my herbs, and my geraniums are starting to come out, and the tulips. It's really gorgeous, and it's fun working in the garden again. And I have time, you know. So after I drop Eddie off at school, I have time to work at home, and I already cleaned out and sorted out stuff in the sleeping room, and I was really busy this week actually. Okay, let's see. Let's look at it again. Yeah. One more minute and then I take them out. Now I'm juicing the lemons. I mean, I'm giving my lemons to the whole neighborhood. Addie was in a youth camp over President's Weekend with her church group. So she really liked it. They were up in Sonora. What's it called? Oak Ranch something. it's a church retreat. She really liked it, and we had actually a quiet weekend. So we plan our RV trip, our next RV trip. We want to go to Fortuna and the Avenue of the Giants, meet a friend there, and go to the Baccarat, take rides there through the redwood forest. It's gonna be cool. And my daughter will be with us, Eddie will be with us, so the whole crew will go riding. Okay, I get you down to show you what's going on. So here's the boiling soup. And we need first we take out one of the dumplings. It doesn't matter which one, it's hard to get in because I have so many in there. Put it in the soup. Put 2 out, and I can put 2 in. Okay. And now I'm taking soup. Some soup over it. That's how they eat it in Austria. But as I said, it's really good with sauerkraut and other sauces. And then we use, let's see, I have some chives hopefully. Yeah, I use some chives. That's how my grandma served it in the restaurant. Put some chives over it. Bon appetit! Let's try one to make sure. Yeah, see? I better show you from the, see how fluffy and easy they go to. Perfect dumplings. Try it, it's not that hard, okay? And I hope you have a great Monday. And I see you again at the next cooking rodeo from the Tater Cowgirls. As I say in California, peace out. Pow.